News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, 2 people are injured in a high-speed crash, and a new group has formed to protest electric rates. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A motor vehicle accident sends 2 people to the hospital. It's Monday, February 18th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. 2 drivers were injured during a crash involving a Nye County Sheriff's Office patrol vehicle responding to a call yesterday afternoon. Traffic was blocked in all directions on Highway 160 near Matthew Lane as a result of a 2-vehicle accident involving a Nye County Sheriff's Office patrol cruiser. Video obtained by News 25 shows that the patrol cruiser appeared to have its lights and sirens on and was responding to a call when the accident occurred. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of this accident. In the video, it appears that the gray sedan made a left-hand turn in front of the patrol vehicle. The high-impact crash caused major damage to both vehicles. The gray sedan spun and ended up in a ditch next to the roadway. Both the deputy and driver of the other vehicle were transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital. The deputy has been identified as Josh Bissell with the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Both drivers are said to have non-life-threatening injuries. And a new group says that they want to recall the Valley Electric Association board following a rate increase they say was promised would not happen for at least a decade. Members for Change organized a group, including a Facebook page, after President Angela Evans announced a 9% rate increase effective March 1st and new rates for VCA internet services. The group says in November of 2016, Valley Electric, they say, convinced the members to vote for the sale of a transmission line with the promise that there would be rate stability for 10 years. Valley Electric, they say, not only said that there would be rate stability, but also that there would be no job cuts as a result of the sale. In September of 2017, the sale of the transmission line finally occurred, according to their email this morning to us. Now, just over a year later, Valley Electric has announced a rate hike for all members and cutting of 18 jobs. Pursuant to the VEA bylaws, a petition has started for the recall of the Valley Electric board members. Locations for signatures will be announced shortly, they say. Anyone who's interested in signing the petition or helping them in their effort, they can email membersforchange2019@gmail.com. That's membersforchange@2019@gmail.com. You can follow them on their Facebook page at facebook.com/VEA Members for Change, or even give them a call, 775-909-2VEA. That's 775-909-2VEA. Well, Heather Canepa and her husband are about to be homeless. The local woman says that Northwest Academy owes her for the work she did before they closed their doors after an investigation revealed possible child abuse. A teacher was arrested, and the married couple, Marcel and Patricia Chapuis, who owned the facility, were taken into custody last week and charged with child abuse and endangerment. Police say there were reports of physical altercations with students, and the tap water reportedly contained arsenic and other contaminants. Heather Canepa worked at Northwest Academy for 2 months before they were closed down. Canepa was a cook inside the kitchen. Police say that the staff was urged to use tap water, which was found to be contaminated, to cook with, which was ultimately served to the students.
I personally did not cook with it once I found out it was bad. I was told by a previous staff that no longer had worked there that there was an empty container in the kitchen, and we could just tell people that we used it, or we could choose to use the water that was bottled for us. And I chose to use the water that was bottled, and so did the other staff that I worked with. She used bottled water as well in cooking.
And so you had bottled water available to you all the time? There was no time that there wasn't bottled water?
No, always available.
The local woman and her disabled veteran husband say that they haven't received their final check from Northwest Academy. She says that she is owed for over 200 hours of work and is about to be homeless. Who's the people that you contact to get the information?
Administration.
Yeah.
And they have no answers right now.
Do they think that you will be getting paychecks if other people got paychecks?
Nobody's got their checks. I don't know what we're going to do right now. We're losing our house at the end of this month, which is like 10 days away, because the owner's selling the house.
Yeah.
And we can't buy it. We need to find ways to come up with money for a security deposit, and if we don't, we're going to be living in the car.
If you would like to help out this couple, you can give them a call at 971-716-8746. Heather is looking for a job in the food industry. More news after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, the president has declared the border wall a national emergency, and a recent poll shows 61% of Americans are against that declaration. Friday's announcement has brought a litany of lawsuits stating that the wall is not a national emergency. In fact, the number of apprehensions at the border has dropped from its peak in 2000. Trump's declaration, made after Congress allocated a much smaller amount to border barriers than he had wanted, also highlights divisions between him and his own party. In his remarks from the White House Rose Garden, Trump anticipated that his declaration could face legal action, laying out a series of potential milestones that included a lawsuit destined for the Supreme Court. Dr. Tom Waters invites everyone to the upcoming Veterans Extravaganza happening soon.
The Veterans Extravaganza, this is the third year in a row that we are doing this, and it's on the 8th of March, Friday, and it starts at 10 o'clock, goes until 3:30. It's at the Bob Road Community Center.
And so right inside at the corner of Basin and Highway 160, what are you expected to see there at the extravaganza?
Well, it's going to be about 42 tables, so it's going to be quite a few vendors that are coming. And these are vendors that have all kinds of information for veterans and veterans' families, for all the things that veterans have earned.
So this is a good opportunity for veterans and their families to find out about what resources that they have or opportunities, or even to talk about some benefits?
I'm talking about all of those, whether it's educational benefits, financial benefits, or anything that the veteran has already earned just by serving our country.
Who are we expecting? What's some of the highlights of the afternoon?
There are vendors that are dealing in the medical area. There are vendors that are just coming out to say this is something that veterans can use. We'll have realtors there talk about mortgages and things like that.
Oh, wow.
So people will be coming from the VA hospital. They'll be coming from the state of Nevada to talk about veteran issues.
All right. Once again, it's at the Bob Rood Community Center when?
It's at the Bob Rood Center on Friday, March 8th, and it starts at 10 o'clock. The doors will open at 10, and it goes until 3:30. It will also have a lot of raffles for the veterans that come out. They'll receive tickets, and each vendor is bringing either a gift card or a basket. And all throughout the day, veterans will be selected by those tickets to receive something that the vendors are bringing out.
News 25 will return in a moment.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, let's join Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Amazon Stunner, the world's largest e-tailer, has canceled plans to build its headquarters in New York. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez led the opposition to stop Amazon in her home district. Governor Cuomo points to the loss of 25,000 jobs. The retail numbers from the holidays are a shocker. Retail sales plunged 1.2% during December. Economists expected a gain of 0.2%. The report from the the government has sparked speculation, including signs of a recession, fallout from the government shutdown. Some are even saying it's highly suspect. The number of Americans behind on car and truck loan payments has reached a record high. The Fed says 7 million Americans have missed 3 payments or more. Levi Strauss is planning an IPO. The jeans maker has filed for the ticker symbol LEVI.
Thanks, Angela. And some sad news to report. Illinois gunman Gary Martin, they say, brought a pistol to his termination meeting where he had worked at a company for 15 years called the Henry Pratt Company in Aurora. He found out that he had been fired on Friday, and that's when he started killing people in the room. After fatally shooting several people at the manufacturing business, he then went into the warehouse and he shot more employees. The rampage lasted about 90 minutes before police killed him in a shootout. Martin killed 5 people and injured 6 others, including 5 officers.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, we had some crazy weather yesterday. We're going to take a look outside and see what's in store right now. Can't really see Mount Charleston out there. It's still covered up by some of those clouds. We'll have Michael Donahue to tell us what's coming up this week after the break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware, your friendly small town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. I hope you guys all enjoyed the snow that we got last night and this morning, and I hope you all drive safely through that said snow. And now moving along into today's highs. In Pahrump and Amargosa, it was 47 and 48 degrees, 62 in Death Valley, 43 in Beatty, 31 Goldfield, 29 in Tonopah, 35 in Fallon, and 33 in Fernley. For tonight, 29 degrees in Pahrump, 30 in Amargosa, 39 in Death Valley, 28 in Beatty, 16 in Goldfield, 12 in Tonopah, 15 in Fallon, and 13 in Fernley. It's getting quite cold as we work our way up the map. For tonight in Pahrump, clear skies, a low of 34 degrees, an average of 36. Sunset at 5:28 p.m. Winds out the north at 10 miles per hour, gusts up to 16, and our humidity at 45%. Looking at tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 46 degrees, a low of 28. Our UV index at 4. Sunrise at 6:26 a.m. Winds out the north at 10 miles per hour with 15 miles per hour gusts and 29% humidity. Looking ahead to our 7-day, we mentioned snow at the beginning of the broadcast, and we're going to have snow once again on Thursday, a very high 60% chance there. And then sunny skies set to return over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday through Monday. Looking at our temperatures, we're mainly going to be playing around in those mid-40s through the week, just between 42 and 47 degrees. And then Sunday and Monday, we're going to jump up to 50 and 52 degrees. Our overnights jumping around quite a bit. We're going to be in those high 20s and those low 30s. Looks like just between 25 and 36 degrees throughout the week. So it's going to get pretty cold overnight. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. I hear you're going to NASCAR over the weekend coming up, so we can't wait to see that report. Well, and to add to that weather report, the National Weather Service says that 1 to 2.5 inches of snow fell in the valleys of southern Nevada over the weekend, and cold temperatures and moisture look to combine again as the system brings another chance of low elevation snow to the region by Thursday. There's a moderate chance of hazardous travel conditions due to slick snow-covered roads and a possibility of low visibility due to snow and blowing snow. There's also a chance of road closures or chain restrictions due to that snowfall, and areas of black ice are possible, particularly on elevated road services. You can also, there's a chance of travel delays at McCarran International Airport. We want to bring you our Ed Newsfeed report right now with Kim Martinez, who is reporting in part 2 of the Children's Business Fair from San Diego, California.
Would you like to buy a headband?
On
Kim Martinez with Ed Newsfeed with one of the latest ideas to take hold in states around the country and even worldwide. They're children's business fairs, and they're encouraging kids to create, invent, and sell their products.
You can sell products or services at this one-day marketplace.
In parks and gymnasiums around the country, these one-day events are a chance for children to sell products they've created, mixed with other youngsters who have the same ambitions and awe everyone who sees them in action.
Some of the products I am going to sell is lip balm, cat ears, and also rain filters. I'm Brooklyn. And I'm Cambria. And together we're the B&C Shirt Company. She thinks of the words, and then I think of the designs, and then we screen print them.
Well, my name is Joshua, and Luke and I are selling lemonade. When I was Luke's age, my dad and I did a business just like this, so we figured we should brother it up and do it here.
My name is Catherine, and I have made buntings. They're basically garlands.
The fairs are the brainchild of the philanthropic arm of Acton Academy. The hosts are given support materials to help them create a fair and then access to tips and advice from other fair hosts as well as Acton.
They decided what they wanted to do. They had to come up with a business plan. They did all the work.
Oh, and the other bonus, some of the kids make some serious cash.
And I sold about $120 worth of jewelry.
We have sold about 50 cold brews and 50 hot cups of coffee, and we have made around $250. It sure is better than cutting grass.
I sold over 300 giving plates, and I've made about $1,500.
If you would like to learn more about hosting a children's business fair in your community, go to the website childrensbusinessfair.org. I'm Kim Martinez for Ed Newsfeed.
Thanks so much, Kim. Well, if you watched Local Prump over the weekend, you saw Vern saying goodbye to his Channel 46 antenna. So Channel 46 is no longer. We are on Channel 25.1 through 25.7. So if you're listening on Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM or Facebook or YouTube and you want to get free over-the-air digital TV, give us a call, 775-727-9400, extension 201, or you can give Vern a call directly and he might be able to help you scan through your channels to make sure to pick us up, 775-209-3824. That's 775-209-3824. Vern will help you out with that and make sure that you get hooked up to all that over-the-air channels that are free. You can even keep your satellite dish. And I want to say a very special happy birthday to my son Lennon, who had his birthday yesterday, and my niece Victoria. Well, that's going to wrap up Monday's edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.